Ijele is a special masquerade in Anambra State, Nigeria. It is the king of all masquerades and as such has 45 different masquerades performed on top of it in the olden days. Presently, the 45 masquerades are represented by the 45 figurines seen on top of Ijele. The myth and size of Ijele is wholesome as every aspect of life is depicted on Ijele. It is the climax of all masquerades, hence it performs alone and mostly last. Ijele is a family of four: the mother, father, police, and palm wine tapper, which will be discussed under the Ijele family below. Origin. Ijele originated from Anambra State in Nigeria many centuries ago. It is believed that a dance group called Akunechenyi from Aguleri, Umuleri, a community along the eastern tributaries of the river Niger in Anambra State, gave rise to Ijele. It was also originated to intimidate and scare away the early missionaries, as well as celebrate royalty and greatness in Igbo land. Ijele masquerade is a family of four. Nne Ijele, meaning Ijele's mother. She is usually a beautiful lady masquerade that holds a big oxtail with well-carved enamel plates. It performs and dances to flute and soft music. Ijele father, called Onuku, it has a big face and dresses in chieftaincy regalia. Ijele police, they are usually 6 in number. Their duty is to ensure that people do not encroach on Ijele's father or mother. Ijele palm wine tapper. It accompanies Ijele for the sole purpose of picking its rear as it performs. Another significant personality is the Ijele fan carrier or Akukwe carrier. It is not really a masquerade, but it plays the crucial role of leading the Ijele with its symbolic powerful fan called Akukwe. Once the Ijele loses sight of the fan and its carrier, it gets lost and it signifies danger. Ijele moves when the fan carrier moves and also stops when it stops. Structure and size. Ijele is the largest mask system ever to enter the history of the world masking tradition. It comprises of 2 segments, upper and lower segments divided at the center by a big python. The upper segment is called Nkpu Ijele, while the lower segment is called Akukuru Ijele or Ogbanibe, and the center is called Ekeoba, python. The Ijele tours between 12 and 15 feet based on gravitational balance construction. It is built around the intricacy of multicolor clothes, bamboo sticks, and canes in line with a creative hand element. Due to its weighty size, an outdoor house must be prepared for Ijele anywhere it performs. It takes about 100 men to work for 6 months in preparation of Ijele costumes and house before an outing or performance. Significance. Ijele has political, spiritual, social, psychological, and recreational significance. Spiritual or social. Ijele performs at the burial ceremonies of great and powerful kings or special men and women in Igbo land. It also performs at the burial ceremony of any member of the Ijele family or at the death of the oldest man in the community. Ijele mostly performs during the dry season to mark fertility and annual bountiful harvest. It can equally perform in special festivals and occasions. Political. Ijele gives the people the opportunity to reaffirm their loyalty. This affirmation comes in different ways. For example, dancing alongside the Ijele as it pays homage to the chief or king shows one's total loyalty. If Ijele can bow, who else cannot bow? Psychological. The appearance of Ijele sometimes is aimed at intimidating rivals during intercultural display. The size and graceful movement says it all. Its appearance also depicts peace and unity as all dance alongside the Ijele. Recreational. Its appearance depicts a high tone of events when different facets of Igbo recreational activities are on display. Though in some communities in Anambra State, it is restricted to young boys and girls singing and dancing to the tune of Akunechenyi music, which feature very prominently during these sessions. Ijele music. Ijele dances majestically to the royal Igweze, dance of the kings, popularly known as Akunechenyi. The musical instruments include 4 drums, ogene, ubom, uyo, ekwe, flute, which is oja ofuele, wooden clapper, aja oja, amongst others. Costume and symbols. Ijele mirror. This mysterious mirror peeks and sees anyone with a charm or destructive weapons. The mirror attracts the person to Ijele for punishment. This mirror is reflective and creates an aesthetic beauty. Ijele python. This is a big snake signifying royalty and mightiness of Ijele. Ijele clothes and fabric. Ijele fabrics, popularly known as ododo, is expensive, colorful, velveteen materials. Ijele has all colors, but yellow, black, and red are pronounced. Ijele trees, animals, white men, carved human activities. All these signify wholesomeness of Ijele, as every aspect of human life is depicted on the Ijele masquerade. Mermaid objects. Ijele is crowned up with mermaid objects, signifying Ijele as the greatest of all masquerades. Ijele horse. The horse represents majesty and greatness. Ijele taboos. For 3 months, Ijele must not eat food cooked, touched, or seen by any woman. After initial selection as Ijele carrier, the Ijele will be secluded indoors for 3 months, and it mustn't touch a woman. The Ijele must never touch the ground or sand. Once it touches the ground or sand, it is said to be dead. Implications. When Ijele touches the ground, it means that it violates its rules and hence declared dead. The death of the Ijele is the death of that particular Ijele family and clan as a whole. Such an Ijele and clan are banned from carrying Ijele. Ijele will never step out to perform unless 7 cannon gun shots are released to the air alongside the sound of its royal music. Ijele selection and succession exercise. The following communities in Anambra State perform Ijele. They are Igbariam, Aguleri, Nteje, Nsugbe, Anako, Akuzu, Achalia, Ogbunike, Akwa, Umunya, and Nkwele Ezunaka. Each of these communities have their Ijele carrier clans. When choosing an Ijele, 6 clans of Ijele carriers will bring 6 able men for a competition and final selection of the carrier. Through African ballot casting system at the village center, a winner emerges. The winner stays indoors for 3 months and will be secluded from women and non-Ijele family. He feeds on a special meal to give him strength for the onerous task ahead. The Ijele carrier must be very healthy and full of strength and tenacity to enable him carry the heavy weight of Ijele. To remain the Ijele carrier, the rules must be kept, though not as tedious as the rules during the initial selection. The mysterious power of Ijele. In 1930 at Nsugbe, Anambra State of Nigeria, something significant happened. After the construction of Ijele's big outdoor house in preparation for its performance, the witches conspired and dismantled Ijele's outdoor house. The witches believed that they had finished Ijele, which must prepare in its outdoor house before its performance, and also retires there to relieve itself of its heavy costumes. To the surprise of the witches and all, a lizard from nowhere crawled from the back door through the crowd to the center stage. As the crowd watched the lizard in amazement, the Ijele masquerade majestically appeared from nowhere beyond human imagination.